All these are the objective type questions related to your drama A Midsummer Night's Dream. Okay, and out of this drama there will be asked hardly 20 questions, 15 to 20. So this time I am going to give you maximum 40 questions related to it, so that you may have an idea what kind of questions can be asked. So just have a look in short and hurriedly. The very first, okay, these types of questions are asked. What is the probable date? Okay, date of composition. What is the probable date of composition of A Midsummer Night's Dream? And the date, okay, answers are here, 1594. Probable date. Why probable date? Because nobody knows about the exact publication date of William Shakespeare's plays. So few critics, they regarded the possibility that maybe that kind of drama, or most of the dramas of William Shakespeare, they are supposed to be published in some particular or around the year. So 1594 maybe is the date of composition, right? In the exam you have to mark here which day. Most important question, which day, because the title is A Midsummer Night's Dream. So this question is very important. You all must be aware of this. Which day is known as Midsummer Nights, right? Because the title is related to this day, and it is 24th of June. 24th of June. Your exam is going to take place on 2nd June. So now you will never forget it is June, and then 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. This is the method to learn the date, right? 2, that is plus 2 is equal to 4, 24 June. So which day is known? It is 24th June. When was the play first published? Okay, it was first published. Date of composition was 1594, but it was first published in 1600. Okay, that is 1600. In what size? In what size was this play first published? Okay, size, that is sestetto, octavo, folio, or quarto. That is, it was quarto. Quarto, it was the size that it was published in quarto. How is the play categorized? Okay, categorized, whether it is a comedy, it is a tragedy, it is a satire, it is an epic, a farce. So how is the play categorized? It is, of course, it is a comedy. Got? It is not a tragedy. You know very well, if you have gone through the plot of this drama, it is not even a tragic comedy, because from the beginning to the end we find only and only comedy. So this play is categorized as a comedy. How do you classify the play? How do you classify the play? It is a masque, right? It is a masque. So name the location. Most important question, name the location of the scenes of the play. Where it was located. Okay, what was the location of all the scenes of this play? And it was Athens. Athens and the wood near it. Athens and the wood near it was the location of the scenes of this play. How many acts, right? How many acts? Such questions are also asked, that how many acts and scenes does the play contain. So generally there are, okay, always there we find 5 acts. In this drama there are 5 acts and 9 scenes. Okay, acts 5 and scenes are 9. Who opens? Who opens? Again very important question. Who opens the first scene of act first? Okay, who opens the first scene means when the drama starts, then how does it start, or who is there in the opening? So it was our Theseus. Theseus opens the first scene of act first. What was the complaint? What was the complaint of Agus, father of Hermia, to Theseus the Duke? That Hermia refuses to marry Demetrius. That Hermia, refuses to marry whom? To marry Demetrius. What is the judgment? Next question is, what is the judgment of Theseus towards Hermia? Either to marry Demetrius or prepare to die under the law of Athens or to take a vow of single life forever. This was the judgment of Theseus towards Hermia, that either Hermia has to marry Demetrius or prepare to die under the law of Athens, or she has to take a vow of single life forever. Now the next one is, the course of true love never did run smooth. So important quotations, important lines, well known lines of the drama may also may be asked just like this. You can be given only one line, famous line, important line, and then you can be asked who said, even you can be asked in which act, in which scene. So this line is also very important. The course of true love never did run smooth. Who said? Who said and to whom? Now it was said by Lysander. It was said by Lysander to Hermia. The course of true love never did run smooth. This was the line of Lysander and it was said to Hermia. Again, who spoke this and to whom? Who spoke this and to whom? Both are questions. Oh hell, to choose love by another's eyes. To choose love by another's eyes. This was said by Hermia to Lysander. Who is here? Mustard seed. Who is mustard seed? It was a fairy. It was a fairy who was mustard seed. Who is Abhiran? You know very well. Most important question. Just like this. Who is Abhiran? Abhiran is the king of the fairies. Abhiran is the king of the fairies. Who is the merry wanderer of night? Again very important. Who is the merry wanderer of night? It is Puck. Puck is the merry wanderer of night, and most important character is Puck. What is the reason of animosity between Abhiran and Titania? What is the reason of animosity between Abhiran and Titania? Titania refuses to give the Indian boy to Abhiran. That was very interesting episode, that Titania, she refused to give the Indian boy to Abhiran. What time does Puck take to go round the earth? What time does Puck take to go round the earth? And Puck took only hardly 40 minutes. Puck took hardly 40 minutes to go round the earth. 40 minutes. Kindly name the flower whose juice. Again very important. You have to tell the name of the flower whose juice Abhiran wishes to pour into the eyes of Titania, because this juice was very important throughout the drama, and you have to name the flower whose juice Abhiran wishes to pour into the eyes of Titania. It was love in idleness. That was the flower name, love in idleness. What will be the effect of this juice on Titania? What will be the effect of this juice? This juice which was wished by Abhiran to pour into the eyes of Titania. Effect of this juice on Titania. She will start loving whatever she sees first on waking. That was we can say a very interesting plot, because of this juice, because of the effect of this juice, that now the particular person may fall in love with that one whom he or she sees first on waking, okay, on waking. So that was the effect of juice. Next one is what does Titania happen to see on waking up? What does Titania happen to see on waking up? Now whom she sees when she wakes up? She sees S-headed bottom. Okay, that was the comedy, S-headed bottom. And now what happened with Titania? She falls in love with that person, with that S, with that donkey, we can say donkey, that is S-headed bottom, because of the effect of that juice. Okay, because of the effect of that juice, Titania, now she falls in love with S-headed bottom. Why is the play to take place? Why is the play to take place? So what was the reason that William Shakespeare, he wrote this play? So why this play was composed by William Shakespeare? To celebrate the wedding of Theseus, to celebrate the wedding, because that is the reason that it is a masque. What do the other artisan actors do seeing the head of an ass on the shoulders of bottom? What do the other artisan actors do seeing the head of an ass on the shoulders of bottom? Because that was dramatized, or that was performed on the stage. They run away from him. They run away from him. Who can go swifter than arrow from the Tartar's bow? Who can go swifter than arrow? Okay, swifter than arrow. It was Puck. What is the second juice that is poured into the eyes the fairy queen, having the counter effect on Cupid's flower? It was Dinah's bud. Okay, second juice, Dinah's bud. What is the effect of Dinah's bud on Titania? She starts to loathe the face of bottom. Now this was the effect of Dinah's bud on Titania, that she starts to loathe the face of bottom. Whose cry is better than ever heard in Crete, Sparta, Thessaly? Not important, because that was the hounds of Theseus. Why does Lysander like to leave Athens with Hermia? To keep out of the limit of the Athenian law. Okay, this is also not important. Who speak the following words and to whom? Most important. These lines are of William Shakespeare, very famous, very well known lines of this play. Who speak the following words? Okay, who speaks and to whom? The lunatic, the lover, and the poet are of imagination, all compact. It was said by Theseus to Hippolyta. Theseus to Hippolyta. Who is Philostrate? Who is Philostrate? Master of the revels of Theseus. Who is Robin Goodfellow? Robin Goodfellow, most important question. Robin Goodfellow is Puck. Puck's name is Robin Goodfellow. Okay, so focus on this question. Puck, Robin, Goodfellow, both are same. When to beguile time, Theseus desires some mask or the like. How many titles does Philostrate give him to choose from? Okay, how many titles does Philostrate give him to choose from? 4. Only 4, not important. Which of the plays does Theseus prefer to be enacted? A tedious brief scene of young Pyramus and his love Thisbe, very tragical mirth. Okay, these kinds of long questions are also not asked. Why does Theseus prefer to see a particular play? Okay, why does Theseus prefer to see a particular play? Because it was merry and tragical. How many marriages took place towards the end of this play? Important question. How many marriages took place towards the end of this play? 3 marriages. Okay, 3 marriages. 36th question is, why was the drama of Pyramus and Thisbe to be staged? It was in honor of the wedding of Theseus and Hippolyta. 37th one is who sang the epilogue of the play? Who sang the epilogue of the play? It was Puck. It was Puck, again important character. He sang the epilogue of the play. The present play deals with a prehistoric period, but there are many references to Christianity even. Such errors are called anachronism. Anachronism. Besides being very small in size, okay, again very important. Besides being very small in size, fairies are always invisible to human beings, okay, because they are very small in size, fairies are invisible to human beings. And the last one is the Athenian law. The Athenian law is valid up to 7 leagues from Athens. 7 leagues from Athens. So all these were important questions, and now just focus on the quotations that can be asked. Look here, the important lines of very famous quotation from this drama. Just have a look. The course of true love never did run smooth. Okay, Lysander to Hermia. Things base and vile, holding no quantity. Love looks not with the eyes but with the mind. Love can transpose to form and dignity. Only one line you can be asked. Wings, no eyes, figure, unheed, haste. It was said by Helena. Helena to herself. Okay, Helena to herself. Things base and vile, holding no quantity. It was it was act first. And now act scene important are we cannot fight for love. Very important. We cannot fight for love as men may do. So it was said by Helena to Demetrius. Next one is that is not important here. Okay, just have a look all the important lines. Then next important is may be asked lovers and madmen. Act 5th scene first. Lovers and madmen have such seething brains. And again important, that was said by Theseus. Theseus and Duke. Theseus to Duke. The lunatic, the lover and the poet are of imagination all compact. The poet's eye in a fine frenzy rolling. This is also very important. The poet's eye in a fine frenzy rolling. Okay, Theseus. That is Theseus the Duke. Then nothing is important. Okay, so you may have a look. In brief, just have a look at all the main characters also. Okay, all these are the characters of this play, and you can be asked who is who, right? Who is who? So only have a look because this is our last time. The important characters. Got? Only you have to go through it. These are minor characters and you have not to focus on the minor characters. Scene, Athens, wood near it. Okay, scene, that was the question, Athens and a wood near it. So all the fairies, they were attending king and queen. All these are minor characters and you have to focus on the major characters, okay, important characters, main characters of this drama. All these are dramatis personae.